Hey everybody, happy Monday to you all. It's time for our chart of the week, and this week we are going to be focusing on Bank of America. BAC is the symbol. They came out with earnings today on the heels of earnings on Friday from Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, and Citigroup. And the earnings were pretty good, and actually we did see a really good stock performance in this name today, and actually in the whole entire group. So let's go ahead and chart the stock up as we go along here. So since the middle of May, we see a series of lower highs and lower lows, and we see that we connect a few tops over there, and right through that 200-day moving average. And today, the stock lifted up above that on some really good, strong turnover. So that's pretty notable here. And we can see that, let's lift that up over here and bring it all the way down over here. So we see a really strong price performance day, lifted right through resistance, and which the resistance level you can see is pretty clean on the chart, which is pretty much right here. You can see that resistance over here. So lifted above there. Now, of course, as we always like to say, a follow-through day is extremely important, but it certainly has the makings of a much stronger move to the upside, possibly at least up to the old highs here in May. So we have a MACD buy signal, and we can see we're not quite overbought yet. Excuse me, let me put the arrow there for that one. There we go. Not quite overbought yet. And again, we could get back to this old resistance area around the 31 and change area. Why is that resistance? Well, that goes back to this big gap down over here. And connect those two tops over there together. And that's might be where we run into little bit of overhead resistance, and then also might get pretty overbought at that point. But that's another good $1.50 or $1.70 from here, which is a good 6.5–7%. So we think that there's probably a little bit more fuel left in the tank here. We do have some long Bank of America calls in the service. What's also impressive is the relative strength here. We can see the slope is really nice and steep. We like that. We do have some resistance again at this other gap down point, which is just under $32. But again, we think that this stock is going to get another good thrust here for the next few days, possibly pull back a bit. Let me see if I can kind of map out a plan here. So I think this is probably going to make a move up to here, pull back a little bit, and then make another move up towards those highs back in March. So to fill that gap. So Bank of America pretty bullish on, or the financials have been pretty weak as of late, but this one may be pacing the action. We do have some more earnings coming out later in the week with Goldman Sachs, and I think Morgan Stanley comes out this week or next week. So we'll see how this one does. So that's Bank of America, BAC. Thanks very much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time.